heating engineer and Bentley driver Ian has been by with his daughter, who has fallen in love with this after watching the videos, the Fiat 500. So we've done a deal on the Fiat 500 to be repaired. She wants it before Christmas. That gives me 3 days. Look at this for service, guys. I spoke to the guy at Club 500 last night. Sorry, I forget your name. I've dealt with you a number of times, I forget your name. And this has just arrived at 9:30 the following morning, which is going to be my 500 bits. Club 500. If you're fixing up Fiat 500s or you've got one and you need bits and bobs, speak to these guys. They just do 500s. They break them. Got loads of parts. Absolutely brilliant. Look at these legends. So they sent me the fog light blanker, sent me wheel arch liner, and I said, look, I'm missing some bolts. So they just put me together an assortment of Fiat 500 bolts. Total legends. So that's Club 500. I'll put a link in the video. But these guys are absolute top. Got to shout out, top customer service when you get it. Although I don't know what I've been charged for, so I better check. Unfortunately, in my haste, I think I messed up and told them the wrong wheel arch liner. So we've got the blanker back in, the bumper, so that's looking good. So what we'll do is get the bumper back on without the wheel arch liners. I'm pretty sure I don't need to have wheel arch liners for an MOT. So I'll drop it down. And we obviously haven't got the new clips for this yet, so the bumpers are still going to be... I can bolt all this together properly now, but the bumper's obviously still going to have that sort of panel gap on it to put those new clips on, so that can come back off again when those come in. So yeah, let's get cracking, put it back together and get it down to Phil. Just had an unfortunate message on my mobile from a lady that bought the white Mirage. You old school guys will remember the white Mirage when I was working out of Alfa Ragazzi. The white Mitsubishi Mirage Cat N I sent out to a young lady. She just sent me a message saying, unfortunately, it's just been written off. Someone smashed into her and written it off. She wants to get another car from me, which is nice. Unfortunately, she's looking for an automatic. So I don't have any automatics at the moment, so I really can't help on that front. We've got a subscriber potentially coming to look at the Dacia today, which I do need to give a quick polish because it's got some basic dirt on it. I need to give that a quick polish this afternoon as well. So it's day before Christmas Eve, and clearly I'm still flat out again. Anyway, let's get down for MOT. So Billy's done me another cracking deal, done me a servicing kit for the Fiat 500, so I've got that ready to go when it comes back from MOT. I sent back a box of chock keys for him. I did have a boot full this morning of Quality Street. Oh, I've got to give that to next door. I did have a boot full of Quality Street this morning. I know they're not a big thing, they're relatively cheap, but I always keep a boot of them this time of year. Hand them out to drivers and stuff like that, and people that have just made your life a bit easier throughout the year. Like I say, I know it's only a small thing, but just something to acknowledge that you do appreciate that they don't have to always go out their way to do stuff for you. So yeah, it's always good to have something like that. It's my top tip, and you'll find if you just do little things like that, acknowledge it, a lot of the time these people will help you get out of very sticky situations. Right guys, all back together now with our blanker in. So we're going to whip it down for the MOT now. I have to say guys, putting this together, everything went together and lined up lovely. I'm used to, well, apart from obviously here where the clip's broken, we know we've got to replace that. But I've worked on these 500s where they've had the tiniest tweak, and to get the bonnet to sit over the headlights right, to get the bumper to sit around the headlights right, to get the corners of the bumper lined up and the holes underneath, it can be a right game if that front rad support's had any tweak at all. But this went together like butter, no problem at all. So again, you know, this is one I can talk about with confidence. I've done so many of these. Anyway, let's whip it down, get the MOT done, see if we can make someone happy for Christmas. So, just had a lovely couple come down who picked up the Dacia Sandero. They were subscribers, been watching the channel since the start, and spotted the car. We're looking to go up a little bit size-wise from the Peugeot over here. So we did a part exchange deal. They've just set off in the Dacia. We had a good long test drive in it, play with everything. Found the rear wiper wasn't working, so we did a bit of a discount to factor in that. I don't know how I'd missed that the rear wiper wasn't working. I don't remember mentioned in the MOT. He's probably had a little bit of a paddy sitting around, I would imagine. But we just part exchanged in this beautiful Peugeot they've brought down in fantastic nick. Really nicely. I haven't had one this new actually, because I've always done the older ones, haven't I? I'm getting spoilt a little bit with a newer one. It's got a fantastic little interior on it. I love that. and it's been really well looked after, religiously serviced. Yeah, really looked after. It's been used for the daily run, so the miles are up there a bit for one of these. It's 70,000. I know a lot of them are lower miles. I mean, obviously it's not high miles at all, but for one of these little sort of city cars, it's getting up there for this kind of year. But like I say, it's been religiously serviced and it was used as a daily runner for work, so I'd rather have that. We know at least it's reliable on that front. It was just getting a little bit small for everybody to hop in. So yes, nicely kitted out, this one. Really nicely kitted out. I know my daughter's going to love this if she sees it. She wants me to hang on for it. 69,000 miles yet. So what have we got? Cruise control, Bluetooth for the phone. We've got a little touch screen. I think it's touch screen. Stereo. Yeah, it's touch screen. With input for USB and auxiliary. We've got aircon. Really nicely kitted out little car. This should be a fantastic little first car for someone. Do you know what? I have to say, I'm not even sure what the retail is on this. I'm not sure what the retail is. I gave Auto Trader's recommended part exchange value for it. Didn't knock anyone down at all because the car's in really good condition and it's as described. So I've got no reason to. I'm not going to be one of those dealers that does that. Yeah. Cracking little car. So I don't tend to use names on the channel because I never know if people are happy for me to or not. But massive thanks to those subscribers for coming down. As always, as I always say, lovely people. I don't tend to meet horrible people as a general rule. Everyone tends to be lovely. So yeah, good. I'm always very thankful for people that watch the channel and are confident enough to put their faith in me to come and get a car. Much appreciated. So we're still waiting on news on the Fiat 500 to see what's happening with the MOT on that. But I've also had a call. You're seeing lots of cars now that I haven't actually covered what's going on with these yet. I've literally just had a call while those subscribers were here on the only other car I've actually got advertised for sale, which is the little Kia Picanto, and they say they're going to pop up in a minute. So if that goes, December will be, I think, a record month car sales for me. It would be probably my best month ever, even though it's supposed to be the quieter month, and I will be sold completely out of stock. Well, I mean, obviously hopefully I can now retail the little Peugeot, but I've got to clean that up obviously and get that ready for sale, haven't I? And some other stuff that we haven't covered with you yet, but let's see if this goes today, because it's Boxing Day tomorrow, and I can't imagine, Boxing Day, Christmas Eve tomorrow. I can't imagine I'm going to sell a car on Christmas Eve, am I? You never know. So fantastic service from Moores again. Phil's just dropped the 500 a couple hours later back up to me. He's gone for it, says he's 100% happy with it. Well, I say 100% happy. He's gone through it and checked it and he's happy with it. Obviously, yeah, there's things that we might not be able to see, but he MOT'd it. I think it's only got an advisory now for the wheel arch liners being missing, but he said it needed nothing for the MOT. Game on. And he did the tracking on it for me as well, because I said I was going to get tracking done, didn't I? So he's done the tracking. He said it was slightly out, but not massively, so nothing outrageous there. So all signs are that everything's good, really. So what we need to do now, it's Christmas Eve tomorrow, isn't it? So I don't know if I'm going to get a wheel arch liner in time now. Club 500 haven't got back to me about sending another one out for the other side, but I can still get it in, touch up the paint, touch up the wheels, in readiness for the clips arriving for the bumper and the wheel arch liners. So those are the last couple of things that need doing on it. But after that's been done, other than a valet, it's all good to go. So I may well have just about been able to pull out the bag, because you could actually take it away and use it now and just bring it back for me to put the clips in and put the wheel arch liners in a bit later. But I'll give them the option of that. But for the moment, I think we'll just get on and do the touch up on the paint. Right, morning all. Well, whatever time you're watching this. Quick little update for you, last little update before Christmas probably. It is Christmas Eve and we're in the unit. We're going to be working right up to the last minute, guys. We've got to get the Fiat 500 out for Ian today. So it's come back from its MOT, as you know. Passed with flying colours. We did a 4-wheel alignment on it, so today it's all about cleaning it so that they can come pick it up. I want to machine polish the body, touching the alloys, touching the paint, valet the interior, valet the engine bay on that. So that's all go. But I've already had 2 phone calls this morning on the Alfa Romeo Giulietta. The silver Alfa Romeo has still been advertised somewhere. I need to go through and update everything. But I could have sold that. Oh, that silver Alfa I could have sold 4 or 5 times over. I noticed that Car Guru put me at £800 under book on that. So although Auto Trader said good price, Car Guru and Motors were putting me like 800 quid under book. So no wonder it's probably been of interest to people. But literally it's Christmas Eve and I could be selling more cars now. But the only thing I've got left is the little Kia. So as I said, our main focus this morning is to make Ian's daughter happy with a Christmas present to herself and get this ready for her today. So let's get cracking. So engine bay is detailed. I've left the white wax on these because actually I think it's good to have it there, so I haven't taken that off, but the rest of it's been detailed. I've touched in the alloys. I had to make up my own mix because no one could provide the paint code for me, so I mixed a Chrysler anthracite with a Mercedes Brilliant white, a Brilliant silver. What am I talking about? And yeah, I mean it's tidied them up a lot. Obviously they could do with probably a full refurb, but we wouldn't be able to do it at this price point if we did that. The interior came up immaculate, absolutely immaculate. Not a mark in it, other than I think a little bit wear on the edge of the gear knob there. So I've got to get on, polish the outside of the car, and do the filter and oil filter and air filter. Get a service done. Right guys, it's all done. Well, not 100% done because it's going to annoy me until those bumper clips come in, so that I can tighten out. But they're going to take away as it is and come back later on and have those fitted along with new wheel arch liners. But that's the last car of the year, ready to go out the door to a new owner. And how fitting that it's a Fiat 500, being as that's pretty much where we started the year and how we started the business with Fiat 500s, and that's how we are ending the year. Christmas Eve, a car going out the door. So that's it. Thanks guys. Next video will be after Christmas, no doubt. Let me take this opportunity to thank you all massively for the huge amount of support you've given me and coming along with me this journey over the last year. A lot's changed. We come from flipping 1 or 2 cars out of the unit down in Barnstable to having all of this and the 2 units, and doing a much higher volume of cars. As you can probably tell, I'm pretty shattered. I'm looking forward to a bit of a rest, but yeah, no, just massive thanks to the huge amount of support I've had on the channel, all the advice, all the help, all the people bringing me cars down, all the people buying cars off of me. It's just been absolutely awesome. So once again, just massive thanks for the support. When I started this channel off and started recording what I was doing, I didn't really expect it to go anywhere. I thought there might be a few people interested in my change in life and moving into selling the cars and what it was like flipping cars for real. I know I've still got a small channel by YouTube standards, but it's still done a lot better than I thought it would do. And that's thanks to you guys watching, giving the videos a thumbs up, commenting, sharing, all that kind of lovely stuff. So yeah, I've got you to thank for that. It's been a really, really enjoyable process. That's it. All the best to you. Like I say, I'm going to close up now, go home, have a good break over Christmas. I hope you're all doing the same, and see you in the new year. See you later. Cheers. Thank you. Have fun. Looks like a new car, that. She was well chuffed.